Hi Shivangi, this is in response to your query about wanting to know about the master's or the diploma level in applied management. And you're an AJV client, so very happy to answer your question on a priority basis. Don't mind the cap. I get out and do a lot of outdoor activity and sometimes come back home with injuries while playing cricket and other games. And I pop myself right back in front of the computer and start answering all the Facebook queries which are coming in quite rapidly nowadays. But you as an AJV client, you will get priority for an answer. The course in itself, I did some research. I think is fantastic, especially at the master's level. It's got some very good papers, and I think it is. It almost sounds like an MBA, to be honest. So I think it is a very very good addition to somebody who already has got a good qualification and some work experience, especially for somebody with work experience. I think this is a very very good course. If you look at the course in a standalone fashion, I think it is fantastic from an academic perspective. But I know that most students coming here are hoping to finish the course and get into the long term, the work visa, and then eventually look at a longer term stay in New Zealand as a resident by getting a job based on the course that you complete. So from that perspective, my advice to you would be to pick one particular or two particular key areas from the course. There was one very nice paper which I noticed is in the course called Technology in Business, for instance, or Leadership or Decision Making, and a few other papers. So while people who come to do business courses are always at a slight disadvantage in terms of being able to find employment and translating and moving forward into a residency in New Zealand. This course, I think, is very solid, and it is a master's, and even at the postgraduate diploma level, I think the papers are quite similar, and the depth of the things that they're covering is quite vast. I actually spent about half an hour looking at all the course details before making this video to respond to you. So the course, I think, is great. I think it will provide you a very good platform to get out there and sit in front of an employer and ask with confidence to consider employment, because you have done a course, a good course from a good institution, and then you're also getting regular inputs from AJV because you're coming into New Zealand as an AJV client. So we are constantly there talking to you, counseling you, and letting you know that this is the way to do a direction change or move in this particular direction. And we will also, of course, provide all our assistance to you to be able to find a relevant job after you complete the course. And I'm sure you're coming into this country also with your own attitude, skills, and knowledge of a very high degree. And a combination of all this, a good course like this, and your own set of talents, and our support as the organization that is there present here in New Zealand, I think is a good recipe for success. But do not take it lightly. Finding employment in New Zealand is not an easy task. It is going to be a challenge. So come mentally prepared, knowing that you will have to slog it out and compete with a lot of other people. But the level of course you're opting for, and the good papers in it, and the structure of the course, I think in itself will provide a good solid platform for you. So hope I've answered your question, and look forward to seeing you here in New Zealand very soon. Thank you for being an AJV client. Really appreciate you putting your trust in us, and I hope to see you here in New Zealand very soon. All the best.